Hey guys, Corbin Hostler, trying to make some videos again. I know since I've started my series on TCG Player, I've been a little lax about um, getting content up on the YouTube channel. So I want to fix that today. And Triple Zendikar draft seems like a good way to do it. I got this going a little late here in the draft, but I think we're going to lead off with this card is very, very good, as well as the Grazing Gladeheart. Both of these are very good. There's a Hideous End in the pack as well. I'm going to take the Mosquito, and we're going to try to go the slower deck. Triple Zendikar is famous. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we got paid off. What did he take? He took a common? Wonder what common you take over this. I don't remember this set well enough. Uh, Triple Zendikar is famous for being incredibly fast. You have all kinds of stuff that is just super fast, and it's because of landfall. Obviously, Step Links is a great example here. It's a 2-2 when you play land on your turn and attack, or it's a 2-3. On defense, it's just an 0-1. So there's so much landfall and so many creatures, the entire set wants you to attack, and that's, of course, what people end up doing. So with that in mind, we're going to obviously try to build this slow Sword Markov deck because we got past the Sword Markov. So that's actually awesome. So here's a good one. The original Blazing Torch somehow was in Zendikar instead of Innistrad first. I don't know. Weird, right? So other cards in this pack, we have... Go ahead and reserve this card here. This is a good one. You can give your creatures flying later in the game, plus it's a bear, etc. But I like where we're going here. Oh, this card's insane, but there's another Mosquito we'll probably take. Whenever a creature attacks, put a quest counter on it. 7 or more quest counters, they get 5/5/5. 5/5. So this card's actually really good. That Grazing Gladeheart we passed in the first pack was actually probably the best green card, and arguably better than this in the first place anyways, because this costs so much mana. Because again, given that this is so expensive, so fast of a draft format, expensive cards can be a liability, but gaining life just from drawing lands is sometimes very good. This card's really good though, but I don't know if it fits in our deck. This one's just a pump spell. I mean, we got past Thorn, so we have to assume that's going to be thing. I really love Welcome Turns, but I don't think that's the deck we're going to want. I guess we'll take the Mosquito. I'd actually, it's interesting, I'd actually like to get into a black-green sort of ramp deck. But here's a Cartographer, so maybe black-white ramp deck. It's a Vigilance Ally. Good blocker. The map. This is actually kind of good sometimes in the right deck. Don't know if our deck will be that deck necessarily. I love drafting Welcome Turns. Blue-White Flyers was my go-to archetype when this set first came out. We're definitely going to want to be blocking. This card's actually pretty decent. I think we're going to take this because it's a ramp spell. It's interesting. Our deck's going to have to be very heavy black, and this gets a plains. But I think this is fine. Whew. Interesting. Well, we're not taking another Mosquito. It's possible I just overvalued how good this card is anyways, but I think Hexmage is probably good. This is meh. This card's actually pretty good, to be honest, and we have to have 2 or more vampires. I would love this if we think we're gonna have the vampires. I don't know if we have any reason to suspect that will be true. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I mean, it's extremely unlikely any of this wheels. The last cards come back probably be these 2. I guess we'll take the Hexmage. It's a good blocker for sure. Here we go. This card's nice, but it's another late game card. Instead, we're almost certainly just going to take the Death Toucher, stay on black. Because remember, we passed that Hideous End in pack 1, so we want to cut off all the black we can. Now, this is actually a good card, to be honest. As is this. That said, I don't think we can pass up a Death Toucher in our colors. We might be on our way to just mono black at this point anyways, because Mind Sludge can be pretty sick on turn 5. It's better in sealed than draft for sure, but you can get 4 or 5 cards. If we're playing mono black, you get 5 cards out of their hand. If they have that many. I mean, it's more likely they only have 3 or 4, but still. Now this card's good though. This is a nice blocker. I don't think we're going to be ally. We're certainly not trending towards allies. We're going to take this. I'm not sure how good it'll be, but definitely don't want this. It's not bad, but I don't think we want it. Definitely don't want this one. Don't love any of this, really. What's this card do? I guess maybe we'll take this. This card's all standard play. Make the old 7/1 elemental. I guess we'll take this. Assume we're not playing it for now. This card's really good too. Great way to finish people off. 2/2 and flying to 2 creatures. This is kind of dried up. I guess we'll take another one of these. Eight life. Pass. Another slow card. I don't know where we're going here. I'm kind of surprised that the black has dried up given how much of it came through. I mean, because these both are very good cards. I guess we take this. This is actually sort of okay in this deck that we're drafting. No, we're taking this as well, though. So we don't know. We'll just keep all this over here. I don't know if we're going to be white or blue as our second color. All right. Let's see what we get in pack 2. I don't like that we only have 6 cards over here right now, but I guess we have 8 because we'd play 2 of these. We'd probably play some of these, so we're at 8 or 9 really. We have a Sorin, and we hope we get paid off here. We passed that Hideous End, but we did not pass too much other black. Now, this is what we want. This card is very good. There are a lot of X1s in the format. And you get to 5 mana. It's -2/-2, which kills so many things in this format. Now looking across, this card's fine. It's obviously very good if you have a bunch of mana for it. I love this card, but probably, I mean, it's certainly not something here. I think it's just Marsh Casualty. It's one of the better uncommons in the set, especially for the deck that we're drafting. We have another Trap. We have a Sanctifiers if we're white. We have an Archmage Ascension, and we don't think we'll be drawing enough cards to make that worth it. Punishing Fire is kind of sweet. It's a Greenweaver Druid too. I mean, this doesn't actually really help with our triple black mana costs here. I think that we're going to take... I don't really want this. We're not an aggressive deck. I mean, I do want the Punishing Fire, but I don't think we can afford to take a speculative pick like that. We should have to take something that will be playable. And look to the next pack where we get a Paralyzing Grasp. Alright, so now we start. This card's actually really good as well. Another late game card, very slow as well, but it can lock down a board. Another Burst Lightning, so... I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be the Sea Stalkers or the Paralyzing Grasp. I think it's going to be Paralyzing Grasp just based on what our deck needs. We need to get to the late game. We don't need more late game cards. Like, these are insane in the late game. This is obviously what it is. The Mind Sludge is good late. We're going to take the Paralyzing Grasp. But Sea Stalkers, for what it's worth, can just completely take over a board. Lil Mage Mentor. I don't think that one's gonna... I don't think we want to be on that plan. If an opponent gained life. Don't think we're going to be doing that either. Grim Discovery. Ooh, I like the new template in here. Return target creature card from graveyard hand. Or you can get both. That's probably what we'll take. This is in our colors. It's pretty good. 4/4 flyer when you play land, but again, it's a slow card. I mean, this is a slow card too, but we can just like get back something early. Alright, so I think we're probably playing blue here. I wonder if Spreading Seas is good. Probably not. I don't think this is good either. I first picked the Mosquito because I remember it being a staple of decks like this, but given how late they're coming, other people are... Somebody's wrong here. I don't know if it's me or other people. Could easily be me. This was a great Dredge Hate card at one point. Alright, so I'm actually considering taking the Spreading Seas here. This is still here. That's pretty nuts. I don't think we want another mosquito. I honestly don't think we need more than 2 in our deck. I mean, especially now when there's an early drop we can play. I think Spreading Seas might be fine. It's modern playable. It's got to be good here, right? All right, cancel. Give our allies flying. Have a 4/2 Swamp Walker for 5. We can have a cancel. We can have a... Oh, whenever land... Doing it. It's a slow divination, but it's a divination. Sign me up, man. Alright, what's this do? Give a creature flying. Counter spell plus a creature. Counter target creature spell. That, or we take it into the Royal, which is a card I love, which also does a thing for 4 mana. Both of them are double blue. The Into the Royal is a little more flexible. This is probably more of what we need, though. Oh, now we're talking. The Kraken Hatchling deck, if I've ever seen one. 0/4s, baby. This is how you do it. You play 0/4s till you get to a Sorin. Our mana's going to be bad. We need some Jar Isle Refuges. I don't like that we took this and then another came by, especially when it's uncommon. The End of the Royal's common, which obviously seeing this, which we had at the End of the Royal. I'm not going to play this. It's a Merfolk. I like that, but I don't think I'm playing it. I'll just take this and probably not playing it, but another trap. I don't think we're playing the trap. I mean, somebody gonna wreck us with Bushwhacker? Probably. I'm just gonna take the Bushwhacker out. Another trap. Cleric. Shortcut is very good. I'm taking these cards away from people. Okay. To each creature without flying. That doesn't do anything to us. Alright, well, I don't know where this is going. We have a Sorin. I'm not sure the rest of it's worked out very well, but let's go ahead and start pulling in cards we're going to play. I guess these are good. These actually sort of are nice in that they let us play fewer islands. Because we're going to be very heavy on swamps. And this card is sweet. I mean, you can draw some cards for sure. Conqueror's Pledge, huh? It's a lot of 1/1s. Wow. This pack is insane, but not for us. Turn Timber Ranger is just unbeatable if you're a green-based ally deck. So somebody's going to get that gift. We're taking Disfigure. We're not unhappy with it, but given the double rare in the pack and how strong both of those cards are, taking Disfigure here is not the most exciting. Hideous End, though. Now this is tempting. I mean, we have to take Hideous End, but this is so tempting. This is so good in this format. It's a big mana card, which is great. It's not actually a ramp spell because it breaks even with what you pick up. It enables more mana in the end, especially if you don't have a 5th land, which is certainly something you come into right with our Sorin Markov plan. But also it enables more landfall. Now this card's great. Alright, we're taking the Hideous End. We're happy with it. No need to spend any more time on that pick. This pack is a blank. A big, big blank. Bailiff Cage Trap is great. Lava Ball Trap is pretty funny. Nice Wildfire effect. Intimidate Boars, a bunch of other stuff. Do we take the 5-drop 2/5 flyer? I probably will. It's that or the 2/1 for 2. We don't actually have a lot of 2-drops, so we just have to take the 2-drop. This is Zendikar. What am I thinking? Okay, another Marsh Casualties. Happy. Hopefully something like this comes back. I mean, this card actually probably decent in our deck. Okay, is any of this good? I'm not taking another divination. Am I taking this? Whenever a creature dies, sure. This is not good, right? I've seen several of these. Whenever creatures dealt damage to short, we don't have any pingers. I guess outside of Soren, but that's not really the combo I'm looking to run here. Um, we do have some of these like little dirtly guys though. I mean, it's still 2-for-1ing us, so I'm just gonna take another mosquito. And we're at 23 right here. What is this doing here, man? Okay. This card is very good as well. There's a lot of anti-flying hate and green in this set. We're taking the Hookmaster. This card was very good in this set. I don't think we're playing this, but I guess we'll take the Mind Sludge. We have so few creatures in our deck, but I mean we're a Marsh Casualties deck, so that's to be expected. I'm taking this away. That's annoying. It's a weird deck. I don't know. I don't like our mana costs. I don't like the double blue here. I don't like how... Okay, it came back. We're taking this. I might cut this. I don't know. I might cut the Welkin turn. Since like we don't really... Okay, good. I'm definitely... Okay, we're playing that. We don't want to cut creatures. I mean, we don't want things... I think we're cutting the Welkin turn. It's just we don't want things that die to Marsh Casualties. So we have to cut one more card here. See, this card could be good. We play this on turn 1. Maybe we get a couple things on turn 2 or 3. Trade off 1 and then get 2 of them with a Marsh Casualties or something. We get a 5/5. Probably around turn 5, at which point we use it to protect Soren. So let's see. I'm pretty glad we got this come back. This is a nice blocker in this deck. I think the Mind Sludge is still good, even though we are going to have to play islands. I think I'm going to cut this just so we have nothing that's double blue. I know we have the Wayfinders to find them. And the Wayfinder's a great blocker for Welkin turns. I don't remember how to draft this set at all, but hopefully this is one way to do it. I like this too. This actually means this makes it easier to only play 17 lands. A lot of times it's correct to play aggro decks with 18 in this format, especially given how much we want to hit land drops. But if we were going to cut anything, maybe the Spreading Seas, but I don't think we want to do that. This helps. This helps. I think we get fine. We have 3 ways to essentially get more mana, more uses out of lands. That cost respectively 3 and 4 mana. Then again, though, we want to get to 7 so badly. Maybe we cut one of the Wayfinders and play an 18th land. I feel like the power level of our deck is so low, we need to... Flooding out is so damaging to us. We have the Grim Discovery as well, though that doesn't... Do we even want to play this? Maybe we don't even want to play it. I mean, I feel like I do. We don't really have ways to get anything into our graveyard. Right? So... It's basically doing nothing. We get rid of it. Hey, it actually does nothing. We don't have any ways to get lands into our graveyard, so it's actually just returning creatures, which is, I mean, it's just a raised dead at that point. The upside's high, but there's not enough ways to get lands into our graveyard to make it worth it. Alright, so do we want another card in here? I don't want the Welcome Turn. I don't want any of the double blue stuff. Do I want a Lethargy Trap? I don't think so. Because we have a bunch of well, I mean, I guess in some sense we only have just so little, though. Like, it's not actually a card. I think we're just going to roll with this and play 18 lands. We're leaning on Marsh Casualties, double Marsh Casualties. We're leaning on Soren. We're trying to get 7 mana and Shrink Heart, Stabber Mosquitoes together. Yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Alright, it wants us to play 12 Swamps and 6 Islands. I'm not going to do that. I think 11-7 will work. Like I said, it is awkward because we have blue cards we want to cast early. You know, both the Expedition, the Spreading Seas, and the Hatchling, obviously you need early. So I'm tempted to go 10-8. We have the Colony Gem. to help with the black mana, but no, I'm going to go 11-7 because we have the Wayfinders to find more. Yeah, this is I think fine. So, all right, here's our deck. Let's see how the matches go.